And in case you forgot, I'm a king.
Yeah. Hey, hey.
Okay guys, it's Willet69 back here again. I'm going to do episode number 2 of base design tips. Alright, so the last episode we did the basic layout of our splash damage defenses and our storage separation. We also did our air defenses, our clan castle, and our dark elixir storage. Okay, so what I did was, in the last video, I did a town hall 10, started doing the basic layout. Then at the end I showed you the base I made, which is chestnut checkers. Alright, so I've been getting a lot of people asking me to do a Town Hall 9 version of it, so that is what I'm doing now. So I basically did some adjustments, and I got it switched over to a Town Hall 9. Almost the same layout, but we're going to go ahead and just tweak it a little bit. Alright, so today's episode, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the outer layer setup. So we've got our storages, we got our whiz towers, we got our air defenses all out here. It all looks pretty unprotected right now. Well, we're going to go ahead and do our outer layer storage, okay, or outer layer compartments. The key here is you want to stay away from square bases. You want to have multiple compartments and junctions, so it takes more wall breakers to get to where they want to go, and I'll show you how that goes. Alright. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go over what I normally do. Once I get to this point in building the base, it's really just playing around. So I just start adding in things here and there. I'm going to go ahead and do these air balloons so we can just get them out of the way, because we're going to be doing the outer layers. I always leave little inner pockets like this to put stuff like this. These balloons being out there are very good for minions. There you go. Because if you leave them out here, they can just pop 1 or 2 minions and it'll waste your air balloon. Put them in here, your whiz is going to fry them up, and if they save some for the end, they'll get taken care of. Alright. Okay, so in the Town Hall 10 base, I had the clan castle up here, but we're short one with Expo, so I put it right here. So I'm just going to throw that in there. And then we're going to go ahead and do something like this. Just kind of compartmentalize here. And you can play around with it, see what you like best, and see what you can come up with. I might even just take that out of there and do something like this. Okay, see, it's just playing around. We'll throw some stuff out here. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to wall that in. I'm going to put a space here. I just want another layer of walls to protect my dark elixir storage. And we're going to wall it up. Sorry if some of you experienced guys are watching this video, you're like, yeah, I know all this. Well, be surprised how many people out there don't get the basics on how to make a base. So just go watch some of my other videos. I'll be doing some base tricks on funnels and different base designs and some little tidbits you can do on the outside of your base to kind of trick people. Well, here, I'll throw in one right now for you so you can get a little tidbit. Alright, let's borrow one of these Teslas, and we'll put it right here. Grab one of these guys. Alright, it's a couple of these. So, we froze. Alright, let it load back up. Come on, Clash of Clans builder. There we go. Alright, so everybody knows people use the healer giant combo when attacking, and the first thing people go for when they're using that combination is they're looking for an air defense to take out. So they're going to pop through this wall. They're going to drop some giants, try and get in here. Just a little tip: if you put a Tesla out here in front of the walls with some spring traps in front of it, in front of your air defense. When they go to drop some giants to get through here and some wall breakers, first going to come the wall breakers. They're either going to they're going to get zapped by the Tesla before they get there. They're going to trigger the spring trap, whatever. Then say they finally get through, they drop their giants. The giants are going to go immediately for the Tesla, and then we're going to get some of their giants with the spring traps. Okay, so I know nothing's perfect, and eventually they are going to get rid of that air defense if they are really trying hard enough. And once they get rid of it and the giants are in there, they're going to go ahead and drop that healer. Well, after all that frustration you caused them, we got this nice little dark elixir bomb back here. So as soon as they drop that healer, that thing is going to take it out, and then they're really going to be upset. So there's your another little tip or trick you can use when setting up your base, and you don't really want to have to worry about any of that. I always usually just set my, if you don't want to use your Tesla in that manner, just set your dark elixir bombs out like this, and then because everybody always drops their healer out there, and then you'll get them with that. Okay, alright, moving on. Now we're going to go ahead and start doing our outside layers. I always, like I keep saying, I do symmetry on my bases, so you're going to see a lot of that. We're just doing the outside layers. Let me show you guys why it's important to do this. We want to be able to keep them from dropping wall breakers as close as we can to the walls. So we put all this stuff on the outside. I don't know why some of you guys like to put your army camps and stuff like that inside your walls. It's a waste of walls. Don't do it. And just okay. And then we're going to use our collectors to fill in up here. I never use giant bombs. I think they are a waste of resources. Till you get higher up in your trophy hunting and you want to use everything you can. That's probably when I would decide to use them. I always do like a little mix and match pattern of my collectors, so people don't always just go after one thing. Alright, that was about half of them on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, okay. So now we'll go up here and do the same thing. Alright, so you guys are kind of getting the point here. And you just kind of throw this stuff in here in the middle. Make sure. Okay. And then another thing I would do is you just place these spring traps around. I usually leave myself more open compartments in this, but you get the idea. I still got some walls left over. Let's see where we can put those. How many is it? Just 8? Not really enough to do anything with. I'm sure if you guys try, you can find something to do with them. But for right now, I'm going to leave them alone. Alright. Here, we can do this with these 8 walls. Let's make it a little bit harder for them to get to them air defenses. Boom. Used up all the walls. Alright, cool. And then the last little finishing touches here. Okay, and there's our outer layers. Okay. What we're going to do now is I'm just going to go over a little bit about the compartments and the wall breakers. Alright, so if you've watched some of the other videos on YouTube, you should have a kind of an idea of how wall breakers work. So before a wall breaker goes in here, say I drop it out here, it's going to go and bust this one. Before it goes into the next layer right here, you're going to have to drop wall breakers to bust open this compartment, and wall breakers to bust open this compartment. Okay, so that's how they work. And depending on your walls, it should take 2 wall breakers to bust through your walls. So that's 6. So you're looking at least 10 wall breakers just to attack this side, just to get to here, if all of them make it to their points of destination. So that's it for this video. In the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my base, and I'm going to change it to this one. Alright, and then we're going to go through and I'm going to show you guys my base getting attacked, and see if there's any weaknesses getting exploited, and then we will go from there into the adjustment phase on how I decide on how I'm going to adjust my base. So alright guys, thanks for your patience. The video's been long enough. I will catch you on the next episode.
And in case you forgot, I'm a king.
Yeah.